Dude, does it look like I'm looking in the center of my camera?
Well, greetings, Boise State fans. Welcome on in. Bronco Nation News Live. It's Tuesdays with Tust. BJ Rains and Jay Tust with you. Jay Tust, obviously the sports director over at KTVB. And Bronco Nation News coming to you every day at 9 a.m. here moving forward. We'll see if we can find out enough stuff to keep this going during the off season. But for now, excited for this one, Jay. We're going to have a little basketball, a little football. Abu Kigab going to join us shortly. He accepted the invite to the Portsmouth Invitational. So looking forward to catching up with Abu. And then we're going to talk some about Pro Day tomorrow for football as well. So actually kind of fitting that both involve players moving on after Boise State here today.
Yeah, both chasing their professional dreams, if you will. You have a handful of Boise State football players, 8 in total, I believe, including Khalil Shakir, Kekala Kaniho, Jake Stetz, that will all be working out at Pro Day tomorrow. And now Abu, after a phenomenal senior season at Boise State, will be chasing his professional dreams. Yeah, that is a cool parallel storyline right there that you connected, BJ.
Wish I could say I spent weeks just for this one,
but it just kind of hit you.
Theme of the show, but literally 5 seconds ago, I thought it for the first time as I was saying it. But no, Abu's going to join us shortly, and we've talked a lot about him, Jay. But certainly the heart and soul of Boise State, and he's going to be an impossible guy to replace, man.
Yeah, we talk about the transfer portal a lot, and sometimes it's frustrating, and sometimes you question decisions and all this stuff. But man, when you look at Abu Kigab's career, he is the beauty of the transfer portal because I don't know if he would have been able to do what he did at Boise State, what he did at Oregon. And I'm not even talking about scoring points. I just mean the role and the opportunity that he was given at Boise State. And I can tell you one huge difference is that in Abu's senior year, it ended with him playing at the NCAA tournament. Oregon didn't make the NCAA tournament this year. So it's pretty cool the way that it worked out for Abu. And like I said, the transfer portal can be an interesting place at times, but for Abu Kigab, he is the beauty of the transfer portal, I would say.
Well, no doubt about it, and we won't waste any more of our time. We'll welcome Mr. Abu Kigab into the show now. And Abu, how's it going, man?
It's going great, guys. Thank you for having me.
It's weird to say former Boise State basketball star Abu Kigab, but what's the last 2 weeks or so been like for you, man? Obviously a tough finish to the season. I don't know if you can turn your camera sideways, by the way. Maybe that'll help a little bit. But either way, Abu, what have you been doing the last 10 days? Have you gotten over the tough loss to your career yet?
Yeah, it was a very tough loss. I'm over it by now. Still haunts me a little bit, but I got over it, and I've just been taking it day by day, working on the little things to just get better. So that's just been my mindset these last couple weeks.
Did you did it make it easier or tougher when you saw how tough Memphis played Gonzaga and obviously almost beat them? They were up 10, I think, at halftime. Did that make it tougher just thinking about the draw you got and having to play them, or knowing that you lost to a heck of a team? Did you watch that game?
Yeah, I watched that game. That was a really good game, and you got to give those teams credit. They're really talented teams, and when you got really talented teams going at it, somebody has to lose. And it was us the first game, and then Memphis right after. But you got to. That's a testament to the NCAA tournament. It's literally madness. Anything can happen. St. Peter's went all the way to the Elite Eight, so. I don't even know where St. Peter's is, to be honest.
Hey, Abu, a lot of us didn't until this last week, I would say. Abu, the last time we talked to you was right after the loss to Memphis, and things were so fresh, and it was kind of even hard to process that all of it had finally come to an end. But for you, after being scoreless in the first half and just going off in the second half, what did you tell yourself at halftime, or what did somebody tell you at halftime that sparked your second half performance and a near historic comeback against a really good Memphis squad?
I just knew we needed a little spark offensively because they were making it tough for us to get our rhythm. So my mentality was to just go out there and just try to make the simple plays. And when I do that, this just opens up my whole game. And that's what I'm all about. I'm all about winning. And when you make them simple plays, it's infectious. You got other guys making simple plays. And, when you do that, you can go on runs on defense and on offense.
Abu, it's my first chance, kind of after this too, to chat with you. And I noticed after the game, you and Larry Brown had a little exchange going through that line. You kind of hung there for a moment talking to each other. What was that like? And overall, what was your final time leaving the court like after that conversation?
It was a great experience. He's one hell of a dude. He told me about how I was a warrior and how he loved how I was playing hard and competing every possession. And it's really good to get a legend like that say nice things about me. But it's very tough. We could have won that game, but it's a part of basketball. It gives hunger for Tyson for next year to go even harder and those other guys as well. So I'm really excited to see what they can do.
Did that change the feeling of the season at all, Abu? You set all those records, won all those titles. I mean, does it feel like anything was left out there, not being able to get that first win in program history, or do you look at all the things you guys accomplished and know that you're going to go down in history as the best team ever to play at Boise State?
That one loss can't define us because we did so many great things before that. And sometimes basketball's like that. It's weird. Like the Warriors were the best team ever. They went on 73-9, and they lost to LeBron when they were up 3-1. So that's basketball for you, and that's why people love the game. That little unpredictability. It's a little volatile here and there, but that's why people love the game.
Abu Kigab's with us. Jay was freezing up for a second. I think we still got him. But Abu, what have you done the last 10 days? I don't know. You probably took some time off. Obviously a grueling season. But what's kind of we saw you've accepted the Portsmouth Invitational invite. Congratulations on that. Maybe for folks that aren't familiar with it, you can fill them in. I know it's a great opportunity to get in front of some professional scouts and things like that. But have you started training again for that, or are you still trying to get a little downtime and get the body healthy here?
I've had my good enough downtime. Been slowly getting back into it, working my body back into it. And like Portsmouth is a senior combine. The top 60 seniors go there and compete against each other, and then the top ones usually get an invite to the NBA combine. But it's a blessing to have been selected for that, because just a testament to our team and the hard work we put in. Couldn't have done it without my guys, and it's going to be a really fun combine. I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be really competitive, and that's what I love, and that's where I thrive. So I can't wait for it. And like I said, I'm going to approach it with the same mentality I approach the season, day by day, and by the time I get to the combine, I'll take care of it.
All the comments are coming in, fans. Bronco Nation here, Abu. Rudy saying, thank you for everything, Abu. Perry saying, Abu. Jordan coming in, Abu Kigab. We got Booski. Everyone's I guess we'll get to this one here. Michael's wondering what you think about the three seniors. You think any of those guys are going to come back or what?
I don't know. It's up in the air right now. It's up in the air. I'm excited to see their decisions because I don't know, to be honest. And I'm excited. I'm excited to see what they do.
See, that's what you do, Jay. You don't ask it yourself. You say a fan wants to know. Then it makes you.
Yeah.
You're not putting it on.
That's
agree. What you do, Jay.
Hey, I will say this, Abu. Like, you decided to come back and take advantage of your extra year. How
Yeah.
much did you get out of that? And for these guys that are kind of weighing their futures, I know every scenario is different,
Yeah.
but how do you try to provide your input on how much you got out of your senior year? Because, man, I'm trying to picture your Boise State career without the senior year, which is hard to do. But you
Yeah.
became a Bronco legend by coming back, without a doubt.
Yeah. It's a blessing to have that extra year, in my opinion. It allowed me to really expand my game and work on areas that I needed to polish in my game, and it helped me a lot. Those guys have that, same blessing, same opportunity, and if they decide to take it, they can do some really great things. And if they decide to go a different route, they can also do some really great things. So it's up to those guys. I don't want to put any pressure on them. I know they're taking it day by day as well, but you know, hope hopefully they can stay Broncos. But if they leave, that's really good for them too.
Mm-hmm. How about this, Abu? I was kind of curious. If you go back and you look at the last month of your college basketball career, you shot like 48.5% from three. And prior to
Yeah,
that, I mean, you were right around 22%, career shooter right around 30%. How did you
yeah.
make that sizable jump during the most like important stretch run of your college career? Was it just shots going down, or like how did you make that jump?
I just stuck with it because I always knew I could shoot the ball.
Yeah.
I know the mechanics of shooting the ball, the rhythm transfer, the momentum, yada yada yada. But it's just confidence and just believing in yourself and not letting those misses really affect you. Earlier on, I was shooting like 18% from three and like 50
Hmm.
something percent from the free throw line, and I could have folded. I could have let the numbers get in my head and really discouraging me from shooting shots or being confident at the free throw line, but I didn't. I didn't. My teammates helped me with that, the coaching staff as well. We all had trust in each other, and we just kept going. We just kept going. That's the main thing I remember about the season. We had our ups and downs, but we just kept going. We just kept fighting, kept trying to get better every single day. And I think that's just a testament to that. Me shooting really well at the end of that month, and um, just testament to the work on my team. Just testament to
Yeah.
the work on the team.
You burnt down the nets and then you cut down the nets, my man. Pretty cool.
Yeah, yeah.
Michael wanting to know, Boo, how did it feel building the momentum throughout the season? You obviously started so low, ending with the sold-out stadium, the conference championship. This run. I mean, I know you got a lot of basketball left in your career, but to
Mhm.
think about where you guys were, the rock bottom moment to where you finished, cutting down the nets multiple times. How are you? I mean, I assume this is a 3-month run you'll never forget, but how are you going to describe this thing 10, 15 years from now?
It's crazy because everything happened. I don't want to say so fast, but we were focusing on just our day to day stuff, and we kind of got lost in that process. And then before we knew it, we were cutting down the nets against Nevada. To be honest, that's how it felt. We were just so locked in on what we had to do, whatever day we were in. And I think that's what separated us from a lot of teams. We just had that ability to stay locked in the moment. And, we just did it a little bit better than the other teams. And that's why we won a lot of games down the stretch. And that's just how it is. That's just how it is with us. That's the little unique thing with our team this year.
Boo, every time we talked to Leon Rice about you over the last month, he took us on this journey where he just had to tell us that whether the days were good, the days were bad, you always made a day better. I mean, he's basically saying that having Abu Kigab around made life better. Like to hear that feedback from a guy like Leon Rice, like what does that mean to you, and why did you make such an effort to do that? Maybe it was effortless for you, I don't know, but like why was that such something that you were focused on and or so intent about?
It's just who I am. I love to compete, and I want to bring the best out of my teammates. I know an individual can't win championships by himself, no matter how talented they are. They might get close, but it's really hard to win by yourself. You have to bring everybody along and really have that team. And we just did that this year. We didn't care about no stats. We didn't care about who the leading scorer was, anything like that. We just cared about winning and doing our job at a high level. And when you got 12 guys doing their job like that throughout the team, you're going to be very hard to beat because we're just more connected. And the tougher it gets, the more connected we get.
Abu, obviously, when guys transfer sometimes, they don't ever actually feel like part of the family or the legacy or the history of the new school. You're kind of just there to finish your career. You didn't start there, but it just felt different with you. I mean, it feels like you've been here since, forever. And what did you feel like you have that? And Jay mentioned, one of the greatest players in program history. I mean, if they ever put names, numbers in the rafters, you'd have to be on the list for what you did this year. But I mean, do you leave Boise State feeling like that this, I mean, like you're ingrained in this community, in this program, in this town now, and that you're always going to be a part of this program?
Yeah, for sure. I've been here almost 4 years now. I believe it's 3.5 exactly. And
that's crazy to think about.
I know. It's just been some of the best years of my life. I grew both on and off the court. And I made so many great relationships with people off the court and on the court as well. And Boise has just given me so much, and I'm really appreciative for the people I met here. They mean so much to me, and it's the unbelievable community I'm glad to be a part of. And hopefully I end up moving here in Boise when I'm older. So why not?
You bring your mom and your brother with you?
They're definitely going to come with me.
Someone is actually asking on here, has your brother committed to Boise State yet? We need to keep that Kigab spirit going.
He hasn't committed to Boise State yet, but I don't want to mess up his little recruiting stuff. But who knows? He might be here. You never know.
Abu, and I'm not even trying to, this isn't a knock on Oregon or anything like that. This is just how the position that you put yourself in there, and then the position that an opportunity that you had at Boise State. If you would have stayed at Oregon, do you think that you would have had the opportunity, or do you think that your mental makeup would have allowed you to become a 15-point per game scorer that led this team to the NCAA tournament? Or do you think that your career had to come through Boise State in order to pull that out of Abu Kigab?
I definitely had to go through Boise State. My role at Oregon wouldn't have really allowed me to really prosper and, become the best version of myself. And that's not a knock to Oregon. That's just the system they played in and the players that were there at the time. It made more sense to go with those other guys, but I understood that. And it's a part of basketball. You got to learn that side of the game. And it is what it was. It's a learning experience. That's how I took it. And when I came to Boise, all the, quote unquote mistakes or things that I didn't do well at Oregon, I try to really focus on those and make those into my strength. And when I came to Boise and Coach Leon gave me that opportunity and let me be free, I can't thank him enough for that, by the way, because at the time I really had struggles with my confidence just because of where I was in high school and then how my career totally changed when I got to college. So that was a really tough transition for me, and Leon really helped me with that. And for sure, without Boise, I don't think I would have been able to accomplish any of the things I was able to accomplish. And it's this testament to the coaching staff and their belief in me and how much they've trusted me over the years and how the trust has grown. And it's just been an unbelievable ride. I'm sad it came to an end, but all great things got to come to an end at some time. So I'm really great. I was really grateful for my time here, and I can't thank Boise enough.
Yeah, as BJ and I were saying before the show, so much controversy around the transfer portal at times, but your story was the beauty of the transfer portal and what a second chance can offer a kid. Pretty cool story, Abu.
Yeah, for sure. Because if Leon didn't give me that second chance, my whole career path would be different.
Well, final thing for me, Abu, what we mentioned all the comments on here and they're still rolling in. Eric says that we'll take you, Abu, if you want to move to Boise. Love to have you here.
I love it.
All kinds of folks coming in. Perry would like to see you join the coaching staff at some point, hopefully 15, 20 years down the road after you're done playing.
I definitely want to be a coach, so why not?
Patty says, kind, talented, and humble, a winning combination. Wish Abu continued success. Been a pleasure watching him compete. What is your kind of lasting message? Final thing from me, Abu, just to Bronco Nation, to this city. We mentioned that everybody kind of embracing you the last 3.5 years. I think a lot of people became Boise State basketball fans, got caught up in the moment this year and just how awesome it was down the stretch and this run and seeing you there cutting down the nets. And you mentioned Coach Lyon there after the
Lion.
game, you guys, embracing where he gave you the nets and you guys put it around each other's head there after the regular season championship. What's your lasting message, I guess, to this program, this city, this fan base about what you're going to take away and what you're going to remember and, from your time here?
My biggest thing is you're going to have your ups and downs. You're always going to have your ups and downs. And it's easy to be positive and have a good mindset when things are going well. And when things are going bad, that's when you really get tested. And your resolve, determination, resilience, all those things, they're all going to get tested when things aren't going well. We were 4-3 at our first 7 games. Then
3-4. Come on now.
3-4, even worse. And we could have gave up. We could have gave up because we had high expectations coming into the year. We had a very, very talented team, and we were underachieving. And the one thing about us, we just kept believing, kept pushing through those ups and downs. Because you don't sometimes when you're down, you want to stay down and just see how that feels, and tell yourself, do you want to feel that over and over and over again? And our team didn't. We didn't want to feel that, and we just came together and did something special. And my biggest message is never give up. Never give up. The ups and downs might seem like mountains, especially those downs. But if you don't give up and you just keep going, there's always light at the end of the tunnel. And that's literally my biggest takeaway from my college career. There's always light at the end of the tunnel. Keep going. Don't stop.
One more for me, Abu. When we look back at historically good Boise State teams, I think of guys like Derek Marks and Ryan Watkins, and those guys were elite in their own individual statistical categories. But what I find myself comparing you to when it comes to those guys was their intangibles and everything that they offered to help a team win a game. And like I said, it goes so much further beyond points and rebounds, etc. As Boise State pushes this thing forward and Abu Kigab goes on and graduates and chases his own professional basketball dreams, one guy we know that is hanging around is Tyson Dagenhart. How much did he try to soak up your knowledge, your charisma, your character, your wisdom this season? Because after you hugged Larry Brown, I noticed leaving the court, Tyson was one of the last players that hung around on the court to give you a hug and wave goodbye to the fans. So what do you think about him, and how much did he really soak up all of those things that made you special?
Tyson's a sponge, man. He's a sponge. He soaks up everything. He's always listening to the little details, and that's what makes him special. It's very hard for a freshman to come in and have the responsibilities that he has, and just to perform at the level he has consistently. It's just been unbelievable. And that's testament to his character, the type of guy he is. And I'm not worried about next year because, I know what Tyson's going to bring every single night. And, he's going to be a great leader for us. And he's seen it all. He's seen it all. He knows what to do. And, he's going to be ready. He's going to be ready. I'm very excited to see his development this summer and what he brings to next season. And I just can't wait for him to dominate another year. So really looking forward to that.
Abu, it's been a pleasure, man. Not only the last 15 minutes, but the last 3.5 months, 3.5 years for that matter.
Hey, thank you guys for having me. I appreciate you guys.
Agreed, Abu. Thanks, agreed. And you're probably not done with us. We'll be bugging you as your career moves forward, occasionally. But we're wishing you the best of luck, man, and go kill it at that Portsmouth Invitational. And we hope that you can achieve all your goals here with your professional career. So really mean this, man. Thanks a lot. It's been a fun ride, and we look forward to seeing it continue here in the future.
Appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for having me.
Appreciate it, Abu. There he is, Abu Kigab. And Jay, certainly, they always give the old cliche, maybe the Colorado State radio guy would disagree, but you got to be neutral in this business. And, but there's certain individuals just hard not to root for. And Abu Kigab certainly is one of those guys.
I think it's just because I'm getting older and you see guys that have success and you know that they're having that success because they do stuff the right way. And Abu's one of those guys. I also appreciate individuals that, Hey, Abu's way more athletically gifted than you or I or a lot of humans on this earth. But when you compare him to others, like, there are other NBA prospects that are surefire first round picks, and Abu's not one of those guys. But what I will say about him is that he achieved a lot more this year than a lot of those first round guys. And when you look back at his career, you'll never ever once question, did Abu Kigab unlock his potential? Did he leave anything out there? Did he get the most out of his career? And the answer to all that is obvious. I mean, he absolutely unlocked everything that he was capable of doing for Boise State and probably more. It felt like.
Well, final couple of minutes before we talk about Pro Day tomorrow. Quick word, Transportation Compliance Service. If you're looking to get into the trucking industry, looking for a fresh start, a new career change, the trucking industry is just booming right now, and a local company here, TCS, can help you get started. They can get you the permits, all the things you need to get out there on the road. Most people that try to do it themselves end up flopping and going out of business, so let TCS take care of it for you. They'll get you on the road, towing that load as soon as possible. Transcomservice.com. United Commercial Insurance as well. If you own a business or looking to start a business, they make business insurance easy. All the different liability and workers' comp, all the different insurance options that you need for a business. Again, a local company, big BSU fans, but they can write policies in 44 states across the country. So check them out, United Commercial Insurance, UnitedCommercialInsurance.com. Ridley's Family Markets as well. ShopRidleys.com. 13 Idaho locations. I frequent the Cuno location often. They got the Skip app. You can order on your phone and just skip the line. They got the at-home shopping, the home delivery, all that great stuff. So we appreciate them. And certainly last but not least, Boise Dentistry Co. Locations across the Trevor Valley. BoiseDentistryCo.com is the phone number, is the website. The phone number is on there as well. Make it fun to go to the dentist. Talk sports with Dr. Chris, and it's be a lot of fun. So our family is very happy that we made the switch, and appreciate them for that. And Jay, we I guess we'll throw another plug in there for the golf tournament coming up on June 3rd. In the next day or two, we will be putting the tickets on sale. We're very close to putting the registration available. We are going to be donating a portion of the proceeds to the Idaho Sports Youth Commission. We have some other cool families that we're going to be donating, in need, that we're going to be donating some money to as well. So we're going to help some good causes, help, fund the likes of Jay Tust for the fall football season here. And it's going to be a lot of fun, and looking forward to it. Timberstone Golf Course, by the way, get out there and play timberstone.com if you just want to play at Timberstone. It's a great course, great greens. And June 3rd, Jay. And I guess I can officially announce a couple of the other participants due to weird rules here. I cannot say who they're affiliated with, but a coach named Tim Duryea and a coach named Mike Burns have both committed to playing in this tournament as well. So you have a chance potentially to get some assistant coaches from a prominent local team, maybe in your foursome. Maybe just get a chance to catch up with them at the lunch Q&A afterwards. But we're going to be announcing more in the future, but I can confirm Tim Duryea, Mike Burns have both committed to playing in this tournament along with yourself and Mike Prater. So I'm not sure of those four who will command the most interest to have them join your foursome.
I have a good idea. I have a good idea.
Really I'll say this. Idea. I think Duryea and Burns might be a little bit better golfers than you and Prater, but I think you and Prater might be more fun on the course.
I don't know, man. I would assume it wouldn't be a bad idea to spend 4 hours with Burnsy on a golf course. I would assume there's some pretty good entertainment. Tim Duryea, I bet you some pretty awesome stories too that would be thrown around.
Yeah, so it's going to be fun. Another prominent coach that may be the head coach of those two. We may have a special announcement in the next day or two about something cool we're doing for it as well. And so it's going to be a lot of fun. That's June 3rd. Pay attention because we'll be putting those on sale here in the near future. Jay, we got a couple minutes left. I want to hit on Pro Day real quick. What everybody knows about Shakir, and I guess we can touch on him, but I'm more interested maybe right now in some of the other guys. Kekala Kaniho and his stats, Jake Stetz. You got Cantrell, the long snapper. You got Joel Velasquez at punter kicker. Octavius Evans. There's another one that I'm missing. Uzo Suji, and then I think there might be one more.
Cyrus Habibi-Lakio.
Yep. At running back, Cyrus for sure. But what do you make of the chances of the other guys not named Khalil Shakir in terms of what they need to show tomorrow and their pro chances?
I'm probably most intrigued, for what you just said right there. Everybody knows about Khalil. He tore it up at the combine, so kind of the hay is in the barn for him on a stage like this. I'm really interested to see a guy like Jake Stetz. He got injured late in the season, had to recover from all that stuff. It sounds like he's up to speed, ready to go for this thing, or at least as good as what you would expect considering what he went through. He's a guy that has a great story, versatile. I feel like he can offer something to some professional franchise at the next level. So I think a guy like him, and then Kekala Kaniho. Kekala played so much at Boise State. He's got all the kind of like Abu. He's got all the intangibles. He's such a smart kid. He'll put himself in a good position to maybe get a shot. I know he's not the biggest guy in the world, but I think for pro day, it's guys like Kekala and Jake Stetz that they have the chance to really help themselves out.
And here's the safeties coach, Boise State, Kane Ione, who coached the Nickels as well. Quick soundbite talking about Kekala Kaniho.
Process. What does he have to do on Wednesday to get himself into camp this summer?
Bottom line for him, enjoy this process, have fun with it, allow his preparation to take over. He's a guy that has always prepared himself well for any given moment, whether it was for a game on Saturday, whether it was for a practice on Tuesday. He was going to take his preparation and over-prepare in order to build that confidence in himself. And so there's no question in my mind that he's prepared himself well for this pro day and for this opportunity. And so all he has to do is now rely on that preparation when he steps out there, put a smile on his face like he normally does, and compete and have fun with it. And I promise you that NFL teams and organizations are going to be impressed by not only what he can do from a physical standpoint, but more importantly, when they just get a chance to meet him, they get a chance to be around him, get this kid in a meeting room and on the chalkboard and just go through some film with him and get a chance to meet who he is. And I think the NFL teams and organizations will feel really good about who he is.
Yeah, I think we all agree, Jay, that if he were 6'4" or 6'5", he could be, a first-round pick or something. I mean, just that the size is certainly the one thing that goes against him. But hey, Avery Williams wasn't a huge guy and went and was a 5th-round pick and has had a pretty good rookie season with the Atlanta Falcons. So he is kind of a swing guy. I mean, we think he at least probably gets in a camp, right? At least a rookie tryout camp. I don't know if they brought those back after the pandemic. They didn't have those there for a couple of years, but usually a week or two after the draft, they have the rookie mini camp. They bring in some guys for tryouts. You have to think with those kind of numbers, he at least gets his foot in the door there.
I would agree with you on that. Kekala is also the type of guy where like you invite him in for a player tryout, and then like all of a sudden maybe he's running the team. You know what I mean? Like he's such a smart guy. He's got probably the guy that I'm least concerned about having a successful life is Kekala Kaniho, because he might be president one day. That kid's going to be successful in whatever the hell he does. If it's on an NFL football field or if it's running a company or doing something else, he's gonna be just okay in my opinion.
Who is the sleeper guy of the other group, whether it's Daniel Cantrell, Octavius Evans, Cyrus Habibi, Likia, Uzo Osuji, Jake Stetz, or Joel Velasquez? Who's a guy or two that maybe didn't have the eye-popping career at Boise State or something, but we might look up and there he is signing a deal?
Gosh, I want to say like a guy like Daniel Cantrell, just because Daniel was like a really good long snapper, man. Like the bad thing about that is there's only 32 opportunities in the NFL for something like that. I mean, that's almost an even more exclusive group than like a kicker or a punter. It's hard to get an opportunity, but Daniel was really good, so maybe he does. Outside of that, I'm gonna actually go Octavius Evans. Octavius looks like an NFL dude. When you're in that type of fringe guy, you need to be more than just the position you play. And I have no doubt in my mind, like Octavius could help out on special teams somewhere. So for his sheer size makeup, I think that Octavius is going to get a look for sure.
Well, we had some sound on Khalil Shakir. We'll save that till closer to draft day. Appreciate your time, Jay, as always. It was fun having Abu Kigab on today as well, and we'll do it again Friday, I guess. Appreciate your time, man.
Sounds good, bud. See you in a couple of days.
Yep, there he is, Jay Tust, KTVB. You can watch, and they'll have all full sound. Him and Will Hall are killing it with spring football coverage, and pro day tomorrow. We'll be out there all day, so we'll have all kinds of reaction from these guys, and I'm sure you guys will have it tomorrow night as well, and all over social media, ktvb.com as well. So thanks, Jay.
You bet, bud.
Yep, there he is, Jay Tust, KTVB. Appreciate him for joining us. Appreciate you for joining us as well. Thanks a lot to all of our great sponsors. And again, be on the lookout the next day or two for the golf tournament registration to go forward. We're really looking forward to that. And so it's going to be awesome times, and really excited about that June 3rd to have some fun, meet some of you guys, play some golf, and help support some good causes as a part of it. So thanks so much. And if you're not on our YouTube channel yet, or a subscriber on YouTube, we would really, really appreciate it. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers by the spring game. So if you can please just go to youtube.com/Bronco Nation News. It's easy, and you just click subscribe. It takes like 2 seconds. And we're trying to get to 1,000. Last I checked, we were at 912. So help us get to 1,000 YouTube subscribers. That allows us to start monetizing the channel and potentially making a little money and showing up better in the searches and things like that. So appreciate you guys for helping us out here, and appreciate Abu Kigab and Jay Tust as well. So have a great rest of your Tuesday. Pro day tomorrow for Boise State. Full coverage. Bronco Nation News, BroncoNationNews.com.